And then, welcome back to the return of the Hobbit Fellowship. We left the other 5 heroes at home, although technically I suppose in the film this is when we gain them. We're going to carry on. We finished the Black Riders Saga expansion, which was absolutely brilliant. Much success was had. And so now we're on to the Road Darkens. Very excited. I have played through... just like I played through the Black Riders before I played through it with the Hobbits, I have played through these quests with a different group of heroes, solo, which went remarkably well. So I'm sure this is going to be a complete failure. We've got the same heroes that we had before. I've actually decided to keep Black Riders Frodo rather than changing for Fellowship, for the Road Darkens Frodo, since Road Darkens Frodo is more about defence, and I would rather have since I haven't got any spirit, I'd rather have my Frodo provide me with a means of mulliganing a card or two. So the same heroes, obviously Sam is a noble hero. We have Mr. Underhill on Frodo. We have Gandalf's delay over there. Somewhere in the encounter deck is the Weight of the Ring, that burden. So this quest, I've only done all the quests the once, and they're all absolutely brilliant. However, I don't think... Not that you could jump straight to the Road Darkens anyway, you need the Black Riders, really, to tell the story. But the Black Riders sets this up so well and had me so excited. So I've made a couple of little changes to my deck. There's a couple of cards in the Road Darkens that I wanted to include, or a couple of things from the Black Rider, from my original run-through that I've chopped out. But we'll see how that unwinds. So, 5 cards start in hand. Resourceful. Well, that's a brilliant start. Frodo's Intuition, the MVP card, definitely, of the last playthrough. Miner of the Iron Hills, absolutely brilliant. Oh, one of the new cards. Ally Boromir. People may not have seen this guy. 4 cost, 1 willpower, 3 attack, 1 defense, 4 hit points, so the same as the Tactics hero. Gondor Warrior. He gets +2 defense when defending against an enemy with an engagement cost higher than your threat. After he takes any amount of damage, ready him. I thought how thematic this was. The idea that Boromir would be like looking out for the hobbits or something, but also he's absolutely awesome with the way this deck plays. And Gandalf. So it does mean we don't have any leadership cards, but by having resourceful, we'll have something to spend Sam's resources on, and we've got a lot to work towards. So definitely keeping that starting hand. So now let's take a look. So the first quest in the Road Darkens is The Ring Goes South, and the art continues to be awesome. Each player may change hero cards he controls without incurring the +1 threat penalty. The players have earned the following boon cards: Sting, Mithril Shirt, Glamdring, and Anduril. Each player may choose one and add it to his hand. If any of those boon cards remain unchosen, shuffle them into the first player's deck. I think this is a task appointed for you, Frodo, and that if you do not find a way, no one will. Elrond, the Fellowship of the Ring. Awesome. So let's take a look at these boons. This is one of the big changes you have to say between Black Riders and Road Darkens is the quality of the boons. So let's start off with a Mithril Shirt. So it's a 1 cost boon. I love this white boon art. It's amazing. Attached to the Ring Bearer, artifact item armor. Attached here gets +1 defense and +1 hit point. I should feel happier if I knew you were wearing it. I fancy it could even turn the knives of the Black Riders. Sorry to alarm you, Bilbo, but the 3 defense that Frodo's Mithril Shirt's going to give him is not going to be enough to turn the knives of the Black Riders. But it would still improve Frodo a lot, but there's no way we'll be picking this one, because my Frodo is not going to be defending. So, but at 1 cost, it's not bad. Right then, Glamdring. Awesome Gandalf artwork. Artifact item weapon attached to a warrior hero or Gandalf. I have neither of these, so this is a completely dead card in my deck. Very, very sad that this has to go in my deck. The attached character gets +2 attack. Response: after the attached character destroys an orc enemy, draw a card. At his side was the Elven-Storm Glamdring, the mate of Orcrist, that now lay upon the breast of Thorin under the Lonely Mountain, which seems like a terrible waste of an awesome magical sword to put it on the top of the dead Thorin, but there we go. Now we're going to skip Sting and come back to it. Anduril. It's 3 cost, artifact item weapon, attached to a noble hero or Aragorn, restricted. So is Glamdring, that was restricted. Thankfully, Sam is a noble hero, so this is not a completely dead card, although it is quite expensive. +1 willpower, +1 attack, +1 defense. Who could argue with that? After an attack in which the attached hero defends, resolves, exhaust Anduriel to target the enemy that just attacked. Declare the attached hero as an attacker against that enemy and resolve the attack. And chances are Sam's going to be 3 attack with this sword and readying from something engaging us, and 3 defense. So, that's not bad. That's not bad. And then the real one, the one that we're definitely putting in our hand, Sting. 2 cost. Artifact item weapon attached to a Hobbit hero. Attached hero gets +1 willpower, +1 attack, and +1 defense. Response: after an attached hero exhausts to defend an attack, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to the discarded card's threat. Wow, that is absolutely brilliant. So Sting definitely goes in my hand. Unfortunately, these cards... Now, I mean, the Mithril Shirt and Anduriel are far from useless, but Glamdring is actually completely useless. I might look into an FAQ as to whether or not these really have to go in the... I mean, what is the long term? I presume I don't have to keep all of the blinking boon cards in my deck, because that's bloody rubbish. I don't want Glamdring. I can't attach it to anyone, because it has to be a hero. Technically, I could attach it to Gandalf for the 1 turn that he's around for, but no, I will not spend 7 resources on a Gandalf. Now, I've said that. I mean, anyone who's watched the playthroughs of the last campaign knows that there were a lot of times where I had a lot of resources, but still, I mean, that is ridiculous. It makes me wish I'd taken Dan's runes, so that if I drew the bloody thing, I could draw some more cards and discard it. But I don't think Protector of Lorien actually made the cut into my new deck, because I didn't want to be discarding cards, but Glamdring is one of those rare cards that you would want to discard. So, let's take a look now at the Stage 1A. Oh, there's that awesome artwork again. Oh, the set. Oh, hang on. Come on. There we go. In the House of Elrond, the evil wound that Frodo received on Weathertop is healed, and he is reunited with his uncle Bilbo. But the One Ring cannot remain hidden in Rivendell for long, so Lord Elrond summons a council to decide what should be done to protect the free peoples of Middle-earth. Although, actually, summons a council to decide. He actually just makes the decision, doesn't he? But, spoilers. Set Lust to the Ring, Redhorn Pass, Doors of Durin, and Watcher in the Water aside, out of play. Shuffle the encounter deck. So let's take a look at some of these horrible cards. So the Watcher in the Water, 50 engagement, 5 threat, 6 attack, 5 defense, 12 hit points, indestructible, immune to player card effects. How horrible. Cannot leave the staging area, but he's considered to be engaged with each player. After playing the 6th damage counter here, the first player takes control of the ring bearer, exhausted with 1 damage on it. I wonder what will happen with this Watcher in the Water. So really, you're looking at least an 11 attack hit to do the 6 damage in 1 hit. I mean, that is absolutely crazy. The Doors of Durin. Oh, such a cool card. 1 threat, 9 progress, immune to player card effects. They should just have this seared into most of these Saga Quest cards. Progress must be placed on other active locations before it can be placed here. Progress cannot be placed here unless the first player controls the ring bearer. If there are 9 damage tokens here, the players lose the game. And that is a thing that will come up in one stage of the quest. We can actually have more than 1 active location, which is awesome. Redhorn Pass, 4 threats, 6 attack, 6 progress, immune to mounting card effects, immune to player card effects. Forced when the Redhorn Pass is explored, each player assigns X damage among the characters he controls. X is the number of damage here. Oh, this is one of my favouritely cool mechanics, but I'm sure it's going to punish me horribly. And Lust for the Ring, which is suspiciously sleeved. I wonder who's lusting for the ring. Peril, Surge. When revealed, attached to a non-ring hero in play, counts as a condition attachment with the text Forced. After the 1 ring exhausts, raise each player's threat by 1 and reduce attached hero's willpower to 0 until the end of the round. Oh my god, that's so freaking cool. But the Miners of the Iron Hill will stop this. I'm sure of it. I really don't want to play them early. Okay then. So, we've done all the instructions on the Council of Elrond. Let's flip. So it's no progress required. Forced. At the beginning of the planning phase, each player places the top card of his deck face up in front of him, in player order until there are a total of 4 face-up cards between the players. The first player chooses 1 face-up card to be played for 0 cost, 1 to add to its owner's hand, 1 to discard, and 1 to shuffle into its owner's deck. Then either shuffle Lust of the Ring into the encounter deck, or raise each player's threat by 5. Advance to stage 2. So that's the end of the planning phase. I'm pretty sure Lust for the Ring is going to get shuffled into the deck because I'm not having 5 threat. So, at the end of the planning phase. So first of all, card, oh gosh. Bill, very sticky Bill the pony. We won't ask any questions, Sam. What happens on the road stays on the road. So, 1 resource for all. Oh, I was going to put my threat up by 1. No, we don't do that bit. So, well, let's play Bill for freezies. How thematic. Bill's come to the Council of 9. Well, we've got to play Resourceful this turn, or it will be gonned, to use the technical term. Really, Boromir is probably who we're aiming for at 4 cost, because Gandalf's neutral, and we don't need the miners anytime soon. So, Merry, you are now Resourceful. And we can't really play anything else. I mean, I could play Sting, but I'd rather keep the resource on Frodo, and I've got Frodo's Intuition to think about. And I don't want to spend Merry's because I want to get Boromir out. Right, so that's the end of the planning phase. So 4 face-up cards. Dagger of Westerness. Fast Hitch. Oh. Resourceful. Oh my god. And Celebrian's Stone. Thank you, person that corrected me that, who I can't remember off the top of my head. So that is 1 to play for 0, 1 to add to its owner's hand, 1 to discard, and 1 to shuffle into its owner's deck. Oh my gosh, that's tough. Well, if I don't play Resourceful right now, its cost is going to go right up. So I feel like Resourceful is a bit of a no-brainer. Even though it's... technically, Celebrian Stone is more expensive at the moment. Fast Hitch is absolutely amazing. So that should probably go into my hand. I mean, Celebrian Stone is so good. I think it's Celebrian Stone will go on to Sam, and then that means that Sam's massive quest, and that's great. But if I put Fast Hitch onto Merry, it's essentially the same thing because it's +2 quest. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll play Resourceful for free, and we'll put that onto Pippin. We'll put Fast Hitch into our hand. We'll discard the Dagger of Westerness. I'm sure I'll regret that when I come to fight a blinking Watcher in the Water. And I'll shuffle Celebrian Stone back into the deck. Man, I mean, Sam might have been a noble, but Merry and Pippin got resourcefully trained from the Council of Elrond. So cool to have a quest that starts and is like, oh yeah, just have some great cards. It's awesome. I mean, I suppose, is the discarded card, is that like who you didn't take with you sort of thing? That's absolutely awesome. Oh, it's so cool. Right then. Right, and then we'll shuffle Lust for the Ring into the deck because those Mire of the Iron Hills will take care of it. Yeah, take care of it. No problem. I could also put it onto Merry and then not quest with Merry potentially, and that would get round like the loss of willpower. So you know, it's not the end of the world. Oh, that's so many resources. It's nice that they learnt some self-help skills, probably from Strider. So, advanced to stage 2. Easiest and best quest stage that we'd ever had, ever in the Lord of the Rings. The 9 Walkers. Not to be confused with the 9 Black Riders. The council decides the One Ring must be cast into Mount Doom. Frodo is appointed 8 companions to help him complete this quest, and the Company of the Ring sets out from Rivendell into Hollin on their way to Mordor. When revealed, make Redhorn Pass the active location. The first player reveals cards from the encounter deck until there is at least X threat in the staging area, where X is twice the number of players in the game. So we've seen Redhorn Pass, so that's the active location. And then we have to reveal cards until there is at least 2 threats. Well, that's 1 threat. Great. Well, that's enough threat, I think, there. Oh, don't they look friendly? We'll look at them more in a second, because we're going to be fighting them. 8 progress required. Holland is no longer wholesome for us. It is being watched. Aragorn, the Fellowship of the Ring. During the travel phase, the players must travel to a location if able. Forced, after an enemy engages a player, place 1 damage on the active location if able. Ugh. But we love engaging enemies. So that will make Redhorn Pass more dangerous, and that means that when we finish it, we'll be assigning a lot of damage. Nay good pal. So, the Hound of Sauron. Freaking terrifying looking thing. 50 threat engagement, which we love. 1 threat, 4 attack, we don't like that. 1 defense, 3 hit points, surge. Hound of Sauron gets -5 engagement cost for each enemy in the staging area. So at the moment, he's 45. Oh no, each enemy, not each other. So that's 40 engagement, because he includes himself. And then the Howling Warg. 38 threat, 38 engagement, 38 threat, good God. 38 engagement, 2 threat, 3 attack, 2 defense, 4 hit points. Creature Warg, forced. After the Howling Warg attacks, place 1 damage on an active location. Ugh! And it has a shadow effect. They both have shadow effects. How cuddly. 1 is extra attack, and 1 is extra attack. Great. And it loves destroying characters. I'm so happy. Right then, so that sets up our area. So we're going to be doing some questing. We've got 3 in there. And we really don't want to be engaging enemies. Because the more we engage, the more damage we're going to put onto Redhorn Pass. So, with the Howling Warg, he's going to be 3 attack. That's going to be a little bit high for Sam. Can we hit him back hard enough? He needs 6 to kill him. So Merry's 4. So if we put the hit onto Bill the Pony, that would be sufficient to kill him. With Sam's attack going back up. Yeah, we'd have to let him eat Bill and take the risk. Oh dear, this is so bad. We need allies to put all the blinking wounds on. Oh, if only we had fast hitch right now. Should I take? No, I should have taken fast hitch over resourceful. No. Think about the future. You've got expensive Gandalf cards to play. Right. Okay then. Questing. Frodo Baggins, Samwise, Pippin, and that's my lot, unfortunately. Oh, a treachery to start us off. What fun. But a treachery that doesn't say surge. So straight away, I much prefer this design. It's quite appropriate that the card called Snowdrifts is actually blurring. There we go. Weather. When revealed, attach to the active location. Counts as a condition attachment with the text. Limit 1 per location. No more than 3 progress can be placed on the attached location each round. If Snowdrifts is not attached to the active location, it gains surge. Soon even Boromir found it hard to keep going. Don't say that, he's in our hand. That's such a cool idea. It's just so cool. Like, it's so snowy, you can't put too much progress on it. Amazing. So that's 3 in the area. So that's 4 from Pippin and Frodo. So that's 1. Sam is 4, so that would be 5. But because of Snowdrifts, it's actually 3 progress. However, another one like that, and we're through the Redhorn Pass. So that's good news. I don't really want to be throwing away Mr. Underhill when we have a perfectly good pony to feed. So let's engage the Howling Wargs. We could engage the Hound of Sauron, you see. And then, it's not as much threat, but it wouldn't put as much stuff on the area. Oh, no, because Sam's going to ready anyway. Right, engage the Howling Wargs. So, Sam gets to stand. Pippin lets us draw a card. Sneak attack. And we've got Gandalf in hand. Oh, happy days. Sorry, let's try and keep it clean. So when we want to engage an enemy, a damage goes onto Redhorn Pass. Howling Warg attacks Bill the Pony. Oh, no. Attacking enemy makes an additional attack after this one. Oh, fiddlesticks. Bill's dead. He attacks, so that's another damage on the active location. He's going to make an additional attack. This means we can't kill him this turn, so let's sacrifice Mr. Underhill. Oh, that sucks. Oh, man, that's awful. We lost Bill the Pony for basically nothing there. And then Merry and Sam hit back for 6 attack, which kills the Howling Warg. Ah, that was brutal. Damn. Right, thread up by 1. Everybody readies. Still, the staging area looks much better now. After we fed the pony to a warg. Right, so that's 2 resources for Merry, 2 resources for Pippin, 1 resource for Sam, and 1 resource for Frodo. Draw a card. It is Snowborn Scout. No, now how does that work with Snowdrifts? They're going to be placed on each round. So if we put one on there from the Snowborn, we can only put 2 on there from questing, but still, that does mean that then we have someone to put a wound on. Sad that we've... Although, of course, the Miner of the Iron Hills could discard that attachment because it's a condition, but I don't really want to be using it to discard things like that. We can always sneak attacking Gandalf if things go badly. Right, should we throw those intuition? There's not really very much in the staging area. So I don't think we are going to. First of all, fast hitch onto Merry. So now we can send him questing and not have to worry about him not being able to attack. Let's get Sting onto Sam. I think this is going to be best split from... Now Merry's going to get 2 resources next turn, which will put him on enough for Boromir. So let's spend 1 from Merry and 1 from Pippin, and then they can both afford their relevant allies if they have to. And this leaves us clean for sneak attack with Gandalf. Oh, Sting and a noble hero, man. Oh, Sam is such a bad guy. Oh, man, it's awesome. So, questing. Pippin's going. Merry's going, but fast hitch. Sam's going. And Frodo's going. Because there's no point keeping them back. I mean, I can't defend against anything. Everything hits too hard. It's too much of a risk. Oh, I was really hoping for a really big, horrible location. Right then. Regiments of Crows. When revealed, place 3 damage on each active location. I don't have enough allies to put... Oh, no! I've got to put 2 wounds out there anyway. Oh, if I keep this... That's 5 wounds I've got to put. That is going to practically kill the group. Spend a ring resource, exhaust the ring, let's shuffle it back in. Can't we just have a nice, big, scary enemy? Oh, do you know what, actually? Maybe sneak attacking Gandalfin would have been the answer there. And just putting all the damage on him. Oh, but then he would have died and he wouldn't have come back to the hand. We could have put 4 of the damage on him. If that comes out again, I think I'm going to have to do that. I can't be having a blinking party with that much woundage on him. Oh, it's another Howling Warg. Well, better the devil you know. So that's 3. We've done more than enough progress to finish this off. So that means 2 wounds. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. So cool. 2 wounds. Oh, Pippin, you're never going to defend against anything, let's be honest. And neither are you, Merry. So let's put a wound on you. Right then. Excellent. Oh no, we can only put 3 on that, but we could put more over. So there were 3 here, and 3 onto location is 6. That's 2, 4, 6. That's all of them. And then Sam puts 5 onto the active location. Whew. That was a risk there to almost forget that. A turn's worth of questing. Because this means we're definitely done next turn. And now we don't have an active location, which means we can engage that bloody Howling Warg with no fear, apart from the fact that he will eat and kill us. But sneak attack Gandalf, job's a good one. Yeah, I think we've got to take this Warg while we can. So, don't want that threat in the area. So, engage... Ooh. So, do we take on the Hound of Sauron in that case? Since he's more dangerous. Do we take on the Hound of Sauron? No, the Howling Warg has a really negative effect on locations, and we haven't got a location yet, so let's do that. Engage the Howling Warg. Sam readies. Pippin lets us draw a card. Oh, I did take Protector of Lorien. Okay. Well, that pretty much decides it. I was umming and ahhing with what Gandalf was going to do on the turn he arrived as to whether to threat or cards, but with Frodo's intuition, drawing cards, I was thinking I didn't need to draw cards, but Protector of Lorien wants cards, so he's going to make us draw cards. So, sneak attack from Sam puts into play Gandalf. Gandalf will let us draw 3 cards. Galadriel. Oh, awesome. More miners. Oh my gosh. It makes sense. We're in the mountains, I guess. And another fast hitch. Awesome. Oh, fantastic. Weirdly, you can put more than one fast hitch on a Hobbit. That's insane. So, Gandalf is defending against the Howling Wargs. He gets +2 attack because he would engage this round, which means he does 1 wound to Gandalf. Okay, we hit him back, slaughtering him, which does mean that, obviously like previously somebody readies, but it doesn't really do anything because there's nothing else to do. So Gandalf comes back into hand. Oh, poor Merry and Pippin. This is where Boromir would be shouting in the film, the little ones will not survive this. But we have beaten the Redhorn Pass, so it's okay. End of the round, new card, Guard of the Citadel. Oh, we're regretting not putting Resourceful onto Sam now. Resource for Frodo. 2 for Merry. 2 for Pippin. And 1 for Sam. Right then. Well, let's put Fast Hitch onto Sam, I guess. Let's put Protector of Lorien onto Sam also. A lot of weight on this guy's shoulders now. Oh man, that's such a scary good combo though. We haven't got a location for the Snowborn Scout to put progress on, so I don't really want to play that, and I'm saving for Galadriel, and I've got a Guard of the Citadel. Boromir. Yeah, baby. We came down the mountain and we found ourselves a Boromir. Great stuff. Great. Okay, right then, questing. So Sam, with his army of attachments, is going. Frodo, Merry. Oh no, Sam, you're not even... Oh no, I should let him be exhausted from this. Yes. Pippin, Boromir, you stay there, dude. Right. Ooh, hello. Crabline from Dunlin. It's not a wisp of... It's just a wisp of cloud. 28 engagement, 3 threat, 1 attack, 1 defense, 2 hit points. Peril. When revealed, either exhaust a hero you control or engage Crabine from Dunland. Well, if I engage them, that's great. Oh, after we engage as a player, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Oh, I see. Well, let's exhaust Merry. So, boo-hoo. Oh no, I could, no. Let's exhaust Fast Hitch to ready Sam to exhaust Sam. There we go. Good lord, how convoluted. So that's 4. No more cards. Don't make it harder for yourself. 4. Sam is now 1, 2, he's 5. So that's already 1 progress, 3 progress, 5 progress, 7 progress. That's more than enough there. Smashed the 9 walkers. Well, I mean, we didn't because we are the 9 walkers, but we smashed the quest. The hunt is up after killing all those howling wargs. Now just light some pine cones and throw them at them. Suddenly Aragorn leapt to his feet. How the wind howls, he cried. It is howling with wolf voices. The wargs have come west of the mountains. The Fellowship of the Ring. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy and adds it to the staging area. One of the enemies must be the Great Warg Chief, if able. Shuffle the encounter deck. Hey, guess what we've got to go and get? The Great Warg Chief. We're going to have a look at this guy, and then I'm putting some sweet potatoes in the oven, because I am getting starved. But gentlemen, we've had breakfast, but what about second breakfast? No one takes that terrible card. Right. So here is our friendly Great Warg Chief, looking freaking terrifying. 30 engagement, 4 threat, 5 attack, 3 defense, 6 hit points. Can't have attachments. Forced after the Great Warg Chief engages, you discard cards from the encounter deck until a Warg enemy is discarded and put that enemy into play engaged with you. Oh God, what a horrible, horrible beast. How edible are you feeling, Boromir? Right then, the hunt is up. The ring goes south. 12 required. The fellowship is being hunted by ravenous wargs. During the travel phase, the players must travel to a location if able. Forced after a location enters play, place 1 damage on it. Ugh. After an enemy engages a player, place 1 damage on the active location if able. Well, at least we haven't got an active location. Right, pause. Then back with sweet potatoes put in the oven. So hopefully that will be a victory feast. So we just resolved the quest. And then we've got that horrible Great Warg Chieftain. So when I fight that, I will need dos defendos against it. I'm really tempted to hold back Gandalf for the Watcher in the Water, though. Because that dealing the damage to that Watcher could be really tricky. Of course, killing the Great Warg is going to be a reet pain in the backside. Now those Crebine from Duntland, they are harmless and they only need 3 to kill. Now the Great Warg Chieftain, Sam, we can technically discard enough cards to get his defense high enough to ward off the bite, and of course with Sting there's a potential to flip a card and do some auto damage to the Great Warg Chieftain. If we engage that Great Warg Chieftain, it takes the biggest part of threat out of the area, not that we're really struggling for threat, and he'll put another Warg into play. Now that could be Hound of Sauron or a Howling Warg or something else. Now chances are Boromir can take the bite, ready, and then take the hit from the other thing. But we don't really have any way to kill the Great Warg. So Merry would be looking at... He's on 4 attack, of course. Sam would be on 3, which is 7, which is 2 away from killing it. Which is a great start. I mean, we could potentially kill it with a Sting defense then. And if we engage another Hound, then Merry and Sam engage those, kill that, but then Sam would ready, but Merry wouldn't, and they wouldn't be able to put any damage on the Great Warg. So we wouldn't be killing the Great Warg unless Boromir took exactly enough damage to be ready to hit the Great Warg again. It's a freaking huge risk, but I have got Protector of Lorien on Sam, so instead I could boost up Sam to take the hit from the Great Warg, getting his Sting bonus in. Boromir's attack is the same as Merry's. Maybe this is the play. Maybe that's the play. Okay. So, let's engage the Great Warg Chieftain. Chief. Right then. We can't have attachments, that's good to know. After he engages, you discard cards from the encounter deck when a Warg enemy isn't played, and that engages us also. Oh my gosh. Thank you all the people that commented on the previous video, because this will mean that technically Sam would ready twice. That doesn't help us, but it does mean we get to draw 2 cards if their engagement cost is higher, thanks to Pippin. Awesome. So, now is this the round where we had to exhaust 2 things? Oh no. It seems so long ago now. When did we need to exhaust? Characters. Yes, here it was. Yes. So the Crevine exhausted Sam. He readied using Fast Hitch. Merry was already readied using Fast Hitch, since this will really, really matter. So let's discard until we get a Warg. I feel like we're going to see a lot of locations. Well, there's Lust for the Ring gone. Are there any Wargs in the deck? There we go, a Howling Warg. Which is an interesting one, because he doesn't hit as hard as... he doesn't hit as hard as the Great Warg Chieftain. So we get to draw 2 cards, because we get one from the Great Warg. That takes care of Sam's economic problems. And Barleyman, awesome. Right, thank you, Pippin. Right, so this makes things pretty interesting now. So Sam is on... Oh, no, he gets progressively more, doesn't he? I think he gets progressively more stats. I'm almost certain he does, which means he's on 3 defense and he can boost. Oh my goodness. Now, 3 defense and he can boost. Oh, gosh, decisions. 3 defense and he can boost. So, should we stay or should we go? Should we put... Oh gosh, this is hard. Okay then, so we need 9 to kill the Great Warg Chieftain. Sam, if those estimations are correct, is now at 3, which puts him 2 off, which means if all 3 of them attack the Great Warg Chieftain, they can kill it. The only way that happens is if the Howling Warg and the Great Warg Chieftain attack Boromir and both do damage. If they don't both do damage, Boromir won't continue to be readied. So, if we defend first with the Howling Warg on Boromir, if it doesn't do damage, then Sam's got to defend against the Great Warg Chieftain. If the Great Warg Chieftain attacks Sam, he gets his sting bonus, but Sam won't be able to be readied again. He'll have to discard a couple of cards to make sure he doesn't take any wounds. Then Merry would... The worst case scenario, apart from people dying, is that Merry would then have to attack by himself, and he's got 4 attack, so he could put a wound on the Great Warg Chieftain, or do 2 wounds to the Howling Warg. It doesn't kill anything this turn, but that is the worst case scenario. Other option, have Boromir attacked twice, potentially killing Boromir. Oh, we're going to need some light, it's getting dark. Potentially killing... Oh my gosh, Frodo's on fire. Potentially killing Boromir. But if we kill Boromir, it means we get to hit back with Sam and Merry. We kill the Howling Warg. Sam's now up to 1, 2, 3, 4 from Sting. So he could do a wound to the Howling Warg, to the Great Warg Chieftain, and we would kill the Howling Warg. Oh man. So many tough decisions. Such a good game. Let's put the Great Warg Chieftain onto Boromir. No shadow. Good news. So, Boromir's defense is 3, thanks to the higher engagement cost. So that's 2 wounds, which means he's readied. So he can defend against the Howling Warg. Yeah, he can defend against the Howling Warg. No shadow, which means his 3 attack is the same as Boromir's 3 defense, so no wounds, but Boromir doesn't ready. Okay. So hitting back, we can kill that Howling Warg. I feel like we've got to kill things right away. So 4 and like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4 is 8. Oh my god, that would put the Great Warg Chieftain 1 wound away. And then Sting could get him. But we won't get to attack anything else. No, come on. Kill the Howling Warg. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Yeah, kill the Howling Warg. Sam readies, and he puts a wound onto the Great Warg Chieftain. I feel like this is the right call. Yep. Yeah, is it? No. No, it's not. No. No, because Boromir can't take another bite from the Great Warg Chieftain, and I don't really want him to die. And Sam could so easily kill it through his defence. Does he even have to exhaust? No, it is. Let's do it. Let's put all those wounds onto the Great Warg Chieftain. So he's one off. What a time to see a treachery card it'll be when there's no blinking damage. Got to think there's lots of locations left in the deck. Right then, there's no damage that needs to go on active locations because there is no active location. Oh my gosh, how tense, how amazing. Oh, what a quest. Thread up by 1, up to 23. That was really unfortunate because, I mean, if Sam could have readied twice, that would have changed a lot of things. Right, resources. 2 to Merry. 2 to Pippin. 1 to Sam. 1 to Frodo. And now we are at Frodo's intuition levels of monies. Hoorays. So first of all, let's put Steward of Gondor onto Sam. Let's give him a few more attachments. Ridiculous. Pay for it. Play it. Done. Still not playing the Snowborn Scout, I don't think. I feel like safe for Galadriel. Right then, let's play Barleyman. Good old undefended attacks can go on to Barleyman Butterbur. Yeah, let's play Frodo's Intuition. So, that's extra quest. And 4 cards. Horn of Gondor. Feint. Frodo's Intuition. The Frodo Intuition train. And sneak attack. That's Gandalf back in play. Oh, yes. God, I love this deck. Right then. Horn of Gondor. Horn of Gondor. I haven't got really any tactics cards in my hand. Plenty of leadership, but Sam has got the Steward of Gondor now. There's a few... No, there's quite... You know what? Screw it. Horn of Gondor on... Oh no, it's restricted. Good lord, we can't put any more restricted items onto Sam. It's getting ridiculous. Horn of Gondor onto Pippin. That's not going to make Denethor suspicious when you meet him. Why are you carrying my son's horn? That's such a shame with the glare. I wonder why that wasn't happening before. Oh, this is ridiculous. Well, that's... the lights are going on and off, which is terrible for our light bulbs, but at least it's creating ambience. Right then. So, questing. Barleyman, buddy, I don't really need you to go, but there's no reason to keep you back, since anything that... Oh no, the Crabine could... No, you know what? You hang back, buddy. We got this. Frodo, Sam, Merry, exhaust, fast hitch, and Pippin. Right then, and it's a location. Oh my gosh, what a novelty! It's the Hills of Hollin. While the Hills of Hollin is the active location, each enemy in the staging area gets +5 engagement cost. When it is explored, each player raises its threat by 1 for each damage here. Ooh, man, that's cool. Okay then, so after a location enters play, place 1 damage on it. Great. So, questing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 10, 11, 12, 13 from Frodo's Intuition. 13 against 6. So that's 7 progress. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right then, we have to go to the Hills of Hollin. Now it's after an enemy engages a player, we put 1 damage on it as well. We have got a lot of Gandalf coming in, so I feel like we should engage this Crabine. So engage them. So Sam readies. Draw a card from Pippin. Another Snowborn Scout. Plenty of chaff. Love it. And we've actually got locations to put the blinking stuff on now. Another damage onto the Hills of Helin. Right then. So, big combat time. Right. Frodo's Intuition, we can move that out of the way now. Okay. So, there, and there. Right then. Crabine on Barleyman. No shadow. Barleyman's exhausted, but doesn't take any damage. Way! Right then. So, now if that top card has shadow, then we can kill that horrible beastie. Now, if that doesn't, Sam has got 3 defense, so he's going to need to discard 2 cards to stay safe. Other option, we could feint the Great Warg Chieftain. I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. Yeah. Right, feint the Warg Chieftain. Right then. And then how much Sam could defend and then totally like be straight back. So Sam defending against the Howling Wargs, since he's now up to 3 defense. Sting! 4th threat. He's just killed the Howling Wargs before they even get to strike. Ah, oh, Sam, you bad man. Never been so glad to see a card with such a high threat. And then Sam, exhaust your fast hitch to ready. Ridiculous. So hitting back. Good lord. We just kill everything. Merry, Sam, Boromir, they just chop it all up. Man, that bless that Hound of Sauron. He's been hanging around while all these other Howling Wargs are... Oh, no. Oh, Howling Warg puts a thing on a location, doesn't it? Yeah, places that damage on an active location. It's a bit more threat-raising, but still, that was an amazing turn. Definitely not going to complain. Right, end of the round. Thread up by 1. Everyone readies. Oh, man! What a party. Right, and resources. 3 for Sam. There may be Galadriel ahead. 2 for Merry. 2 for Pippin. And 1 for Frodo. Is this the time to play Galadriel, though? There's not much threat in the staging area. Oh, but then we have got to finish that location as well. Did I draw a card? No. Barleyman, he's back. Barleyman, he's back again. So, yeah, let's play Galadriel. So, playing Galadriel for 3 resources. So, after you play Galadriel, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an attachment that costs 3 or less and put it into play. Put the remaining cards back in any order. Kaboom. Well, Faramir, Dagger of Westerness, Hobbit Cloak, Ithilien Tracker, and Defender of Ramas. Amazing cards there. Now, while the Hobbit Cloak is my instinct to make Sam better at defending and therefore sting better, the Dagger of Westerness is absolutely essential because it will mean that Sam or Merry, whoever attacks that horrible beastie, will be able to do more damage, and we are getting close to the Watcher. So I'm going to give the Dagger of Westerness to Sam. It's restricted, which means he's now at his max. Then we will put... the Hobbit Cloak on the top. Then the Ithilien Tracker. then the Defender of Ramas, and then Faramir. Thanks, Galadriel. Love you. Can't play Frodo's Intuition really yet. Don't want to play the Miners. Let's just stay as we are. So, if we quest now, we're looking at 2, 5, that's 7, 9, 11. And Barleyman, and 14 from Galadriel. So I don't really think we need to play the Snowborn Scouts either. So, Barleyman, Galadriel, Pippin, Merry, Sam, Frodo. The Tree-Crowned Hill. While Tree-Crowned Hill is the active location, each enemy gets -1 threat. When the Tree-Crowned Hill is explored, the players as a group exhaust X characters in play. X is the number of damage here. For their defense in the night, the company climb to the top of the small hill. So it comes into play with 1 damage on it. That's 4 threat there. That's the 2. That's Barleyman and Galadriel. So that's 2, 4, 6, 11 progress. So that's 4 onto there. And then that's 7 onto there, which will finish. So we raise our threat by 1 for each damage token there. So that's 3 threat, up to 27 threat. We finish this location. I should have spent Frodo's resources because this is coming. The gates of Moria. Pursued by evil wargs and fell weather, the company of the Ring decides to enter the mines of Moria. But as they seek the hidden gate, a foul creature seizes the ring-bearer with one of its many groping arms. Isn't it terrible when Cthulhu ends up in all modern games? When revealed, make Doors of Durin the active location, add Watcher in the Water to the staging area, discard all the tokens from the ring-bearer, and place it and each card attached face down to the Watcher in the Water. So, Doors of Durin, you are the active location. Watcher in the Water, you're in the staging area. And you've discarded Frodo's 2 resources, and you've snaked him under you. Now, it might say face down, but who doesn't want to see Frodo's chin poking out from a Watcher in the Water? Okay. So, 4B, no progress required. I assure you, I'm not lying. No progress required. There can be 2 active locations. During the travel phase, the players must travel to a location if able. Forced. After an enemy engages a player, place 1 damage on the active location. If the Doors of Durin is explored, the players win the game. Right. And the Doors of Durin are immune to player cards. Progress must be placed on other locations before here. Progress cannot be placed here if the first player unless the first player controls the ring bearer. If there are 9 damage tokens here, the players lose the game. Let's just double check in terms of placing damage on locations. If you have the what's-a-majig? Right, I was not able to find a sufficient answer as to whether or not, if there are 2 active locations, like which one you pick for putting damage and stuff like that on. So I have to go to the Tree-Crowned Hill. Okay. Oh god, this is blooming awful. So what is it? Whenever we can engage a thingy-majiggy enemy? Yeah. Oh, criminy. I don't really think we need to engage the Hounds of Sauron, though, do we? Do we? Right then. So, in terms of the damage we can put out onto the Watcher in the Water, if we exhaust that to ready Sam, Sam would be on 1, 2 from Sting, 3, 4 from the Dagger of Westerness, Merry's on 4, and Boromir's on 3 for 11, which is exactly enough damage to free Frodo. So that's fantastic. Right then, so let's not bother voluntarily engaging anyone. We'll use Fast Hitch to ready Sam. And the Watcher in the Water's attack will go undefended. Oh, if it destroys a character, place 1 damage on an active location. It did. It destroyed Barleyman because he took our undefended attack, bless him, which gives a resource to Pippin and puts damage on an active location. And then we hit back with Sam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from Merry. 1, 2, 3 from Boromir, who is the lightweight somehow in this fight. To do 5 minus 11 minus 5 is 6, 6. Whoa! Whoa! Whoop, whoop, whoop. I really wish I'd put Faramir on top of the deck now. So, release the ring bearer, you Cthulian beast. Let's see if we can create a little bit of shadow to save Frodo from this glaring light. Don't worry, Saruman. Protect the ring bearer from the burning power of the light. So Frodo has got 1 wound left, which is great. Where's that ring mail? Where's that mithril when I need it? So thread up by 1. Draw a card. Oh look, it's Hobbit Cloak. It seemed like such a good idea at the time. Oh, and Galadriel leaves, because that's her bag. Another resource, not a wound. Another resource for Pippin. I sense Gandalf approaching. 1 for Frodo. Getting very low on resources. Did I already do the resources? No. 3 for Sam. 2 for Merry. 2 for Pippin. This is ridiculous. Can't we just pay our way through the gate? Right then. So, first things first. Another Barleyman. He's followed us all the way from Bree, that loyal barkeep. Then Frodo's intuition. Oh no, we can't afford it. Oh, damn you, Frodo. You lost all your money when you were being pulled upside down by a squid. Snowborn Scout for 1 to put a progress onto the tree-crowned hill. Then another Snowborn Scout for 1. Another progress onto the tree-crowned hill. Then we could sneak attack Gandalf in. What would be our advantage to doing that? We could lower our threat and still get his questing. I like it. Good plan. So in that case, let's play a Guard of the Citadel. A Guard of the Citadel. Right then. And a Miner of the Iron Hills. Let's just get... We're going to need bodies for when that effect exhausts anyway. Right then. So, quest phase. Sneak attack. Gandalf. Lower threat by 5. Questing. So, all these 0 quest losers can sit back here. So, Barleyman's coming. Gandalf's coming. Guard of the Citadel's coming. Pippin's coming. Merry's coming. Sam's coming. And Frodo's coming. Right then, top card. Yes, Hounds of Sauron, that's what we want to see. Such a commonly said sentence. So that's 7 threat in the area. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So progress, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 progress, which is 4 onto the tree-crowned hill. There are 2 wounds on there. Got to exhaust 2 characters. Exhaust the Miner of the Iron Hills and one of these Snowborn Scouts. And then that's 6 onto the Doors of Durin. Oh no, we're 3 away. If only Sam wasn't the Protector of Lorien. I discard 3 cards to give him +3 quest, and we smash through the doors of Durin, thanks to Sam's intimate knowledge of Lorien geography. So, that's the end of the quest. Good lord, wow, the power that we were wielding there. Let's have a look on the back. If lust for the ring is attached to a hero, the players have earned that burden. No, it wasn't, thanks to the great Warg chief. It was swept away. They were just in time. Sam and Frodo were only a few steps up, and Gandalf had only just begun to climb when the groping tentacles writhed across the narrow shore and fingered the cliff wall and the doors. Dear Lord. One came wriggling over the threshold, glistening in the starlight. Gandalf turned and paused. If he was considering what word would close the gate again from within, there was no need. Many coiling arms seized the doors on either side, and with horrible strength swung them round. With a shattering echo they slammed, and all light was lost. Right, fantastic. Looking much very forward to. This is why doing one of these recordings after work is a terrible idea. Looking forward very much to the next quest, which after the ring has gone south is Journey in the Dark. See you next time.